the youth is thinking about? What the youth is thinking about? What the youth is thinking about? What's on your mind? What the youth is thinking about? What the youth...
Assalamualaikum. Selamat malam kepada semua penonton-penonton regular kita di What the Youth. Anda bersama saya Naim Daniel dan juga kita punya host juga pada malam ni. So malam ni kita bersama dengan Dato. So hi Dato.
Hai semua.
And hari ni kita tak asing lagi sebab every single episode for What the Youth ni kita akan datang dengan pelbagai jenis karakter and also kita ada figura like macam everyone you name it kita akan cuba sampaikan. And hari ni this is actually satu kita katakan pengiktirafan lah untuk show What the Youth Kita ada satu figura penting pada malam ini iaitu aku teringat zaman-zaman masa lagu Jangan Lepaskan. Ku tahu. Okay, kita dah dengar lagu tu. So give it a round of applause for Dato Norman.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, khabar baik. Thank you sebab sudi Dato memeriahkan show kita pada malam ni. That was he's actually one of like macam our producers juga lah from Worldpeace dia. Bahagian music side juga lah.
You yang nyanyi demo-demo banyak
Ya dia lah sebenarnya.
For Timo tu.
Dia nyanyi untuk Timo. Betul lah dia cakap. Aku cakap bagus lah Mamat ni. Aku cakap masa dengar cakap ini dah macam dah ada siap dah ni. Aku jual lah keluar ke radio orang ni.
Sebab sometimes kadang-kadang bila dia hantar demo kat I macam I nak dengar dia punya tu je macam siap macam ni je. So he's the guy lah kan demo semua.
Pasal I remember dia mention the word the name Daos. Saya cakap Daos nyanyi I thought one of the producers. You
Dia.
Bagus lah.
We're the same age actually lah.
Tapi pasal saya tertarik dengan program ni pasal saya cakap What the Youth kan.
What the Youth.
Saya rasa macam saya
Yes, that's the spirit itu kita nak kan. Belia. So and kita macam biasa kita tak ada macam tu datang kita nak bagi topik kan, and kita just wanna have like a simple pep talk dulu kan. So how are you doing especially in this midst of COVID-19, like macam how everyone is holding up and you yourself macam mana?
Alhamdulillah, we actually dah adjusted lah. Macam dah biasa pula. Ada team kita yang terpaksa work from home. Ada yang our business model yang academy kita dah move towards online.
Alright.
Punya programs. So jadi technically adalah kekangan dia because like kadang-kadang kita release video kita kalau tak ada music video tak best.
Ya betul.
So kena buat music video juga. Tapi bila kita tak tahu bila boleh shoot. Dan sekarang ni kalau kita buat swab test sebelum nak shoot kan. Ayo kira-kira kos banyak tinggi tak boleh lah. Tunggu habis itu COVID itu PKP punya.
Boleh buat je lah kan. So to share their thoughts on something lah kan. So maybe topik yang kita nak bincang kepada malam ni adalah somehow do you really think that experience is pretty much more powerful than a talent? I mean like macam dua benda tu. I just want to know like based on macam Dato sendiri, you've been in this game like for so long, even belum Naim lahir lagi pun. Lama
kau
kan?
bagi aku rasa macam tua je sangat kan.
I mean like the portfolio lah. I mean macam
Pengalaman.
Abang Norman kan.
Abang ke uncle?
Okay, so
Okay.
based on your POV lah, like we all want to know, especially we youngsters kan, to get in this industry, antara experience dengan a talent tu, mana satu yang you rasa macam you kalau ada benda ni maksudnya memang ini yang you kena fokus on?
Tapi semua orang start tak ada experience.
Okay.
Macam kami pun dulu started without any experience, without any connection. Tak ada kenal apa-apa pun, tak ada modal apa semua kan. So jadi the thing is memang kena start. Okay. Anything kita mula pun memang mula dari bawah.
Alright.
Okay. But of course you got to have talent. In this industry, creative industry ni, there's talent pun can be very subjective tau.
Okay.
Kalau contohnya macam saya orang cakap ni rapping, buat rap jadi hip hop. Is it a talent or pandai menyanyi macam you lagi is a talent? So it's subjective.
Alright.
So jadi ada orang suka rock, ada suka dangdut, ada suka whatever the genre of music. So I believe that first thing you got to offer something unique as a talent, whether it's your voice ke, whether it's your music or even combination. But over time, bila you dah exposed to the industry and you get more confident to be on stage, to even present yourself, to host a show. So over time, you
Okay.
gotta develop that kind of experience. Jadi
Okay.
you become lagi confident, and then your talent will shine even brighter.
even better.
So jadi, I think it's a combination. But of course, bila over time you dah ada experience, you ada talent, lagi best. Tapi everybody will start with that experience. So kena start somewhere.
Okay, mungkin kita nak ubah sikit. Bukan experience versus talent lah. I mean talent versus hardworking people.
Okay.
Ah.
I think my honest opinion
Okay.
kalau ni dalam industri ni, siapa yang ada magic tu, of course technically the talent will be wow. Ni kadang-kadang orang ni disiplin dia out pun, dia naik atas pentas pun, datang shooting lambat pun, dia masuk pam dah jadi
je.
dia buat komedi dia apa semua kan. So you know that person buat magic tau.
Okay.
Compared to orang yang try very hard. Actually I love hardworking people.
Alright.
But somehow rather, kadang-kadang you try so hard macam mana pun, tapi kalau you tak ada that magic kan,
Okay.
dah tak ada expected kan, susah nak pergi.
Okay.
Tapi personally, I prefer to work with hardworking people.
Alright.
Dan kalau talented people yang ada ego ataupun ada masalah disiplin and stuff like that. But you cannot deny that siapa ada talent tu memang ada magic dia sendiri, But the best is kalau dua-dua dia.
Yeah. Dia compliment lah.
Yes.
So like how about kita track down back to memory lane sikit lah kan.
Okay.
The era of KRU itself lah.
Okay.
Okay, first of all lah kan, kita tak nak tanya pasal the era of KRU. I really need to know. Kita orang semua kat sini semalam bergaduh pasal nak tahu the meaning of actually, what is KRU actually? The meaning of KRU and why KRU itself.
Actually, KRU means simply as a team lah.
Okay.
Crew.
Crew.
KREW. KRU as a team. Tapi tak best lah bila kita cakap as crew. But somehow rather entah macam mana kita masa buat album cover tu, it was done or spelled with capital KRU. Okay. So kita mana-mana pergi interview in the beginning tu cakap, nama perkenalkan diri, saya Norman daripada crew. Boleh kan? Macam tu. Tapi radio DJ semua dah panggil KRU. Pasal dia tengok album Ile tu capital KRU.
Okay.
Jadi itu yang jadi orang jadi sedap juga KRU ni daripada cakap crew kan. So jadi lepas tu kita just like okay lah, fine. That's how people want to address us. Then kita jalan with that.
Okay.
So it was by accident.
By accident, okay. The moment of truth, guys.
Yeah, technically it was not really. Again lah, banyak orang cakap saya macam everything that we did throughout the years, almost like this year, our 29th year in the business. So the orang tanya juga, okay, did you plan all this? Did you plan to have a film studio? Did you plan to have a music label or even academy or things like that? Things whatever like even the yayasan that we have now. So to be honest, tak.
Okay.
The first question when I got the opportunity from EMI, dia tanya apa dia nak sign kita to the label. In fact, it was also by accident because we recorded time tu kaset. Korang tak tahu apa maksud kaset kot.
Tahu
korang
kaset.
budak-budak tak tahu.
Tapi kaset tahu. Serius tahu kaset.
So I dengan kawan-kawan I dekat college, dia minta because I banyak buat lagu dengan my brothers.
Okay.
So time tu pun macam ni lah. Dia macam mikrofon macam ni lebih kurang, tapi dia duduk bersila kat bawah kan dengan button play record.
Play record tu.
So jadi record macam tu kan. Duduklah nyanyi sama-sama ya. Jadi kita tak ada studio ke apa tau. Tapi somehow rather my friends got copies of this cassette. Sampai dekat kedai. Time tu hot lah. Victoria Music Center dekat Pertama Kompleks.
Pertama Kompleks tahu. Pertama Kompleks tahu. Tapi yang itu the specific kedai tu mungkin tak tahu.
Dia sampai tu time tu masa tu zaman-zaman Mak Rock tau.
Okay.
Semua pakai seluar ketat-ketat.
Ketat.
Rambut panjang kan. Jadi tiba-tiba entah macam mana lah kaset ni boleh sampai dekat EMI tu. So we never pitch to the label. Sampai dekat pasal dia orang di EMI distribute music to these people kan. Hey, check out these guys. So orang EMI tu yang contact, can you come to our office? Kita ingat apa lah kan. Masa tu saya ingat lagi saya, Yusri, okay lah kita in college. Then Edri sekolah lagi pakai school uniform. So pergilah EMI. Time tu masuk
Record label.
Ada gambar Duran time tu lah. Semua all the big artists from the West kan. Duran, Pet Shop Boys semua. Even Ella or even Sheila Majid semua sini kan. Nampak tu. And then kita tahu Piramli, kita pun minat Piramli. Best you dekat sini kan. Dia tanya pada kita, and we thought that kita kena be audition ke apa. Tak ada. Dia kata, macam mana you record ni? Kita record kat rumah je. Pasal pakai studio we compose je. Then dia kata, did you distribute this to any other label? Juga, first of all, we don't know how this got here in the first place. Tak tahu macam mana kaset tu sampai kan. Then dia kata, okay, whatever it is, what are your plans? It was more like a job interview.
Oh, ya ke?
Tak audition apa pun.
Audition macam
Ada apa?
Okay.
How do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay.
5 years, I dah teringat, I cakap bini kompo kat rumah dia kan, yang patah kan. We want to have a recording studio. Itu je kita fikir. Tak fikir lain.
Okay.
We want to have our own recording studio.
Okay.
But then I think maybe the guy at Warner sekarang ni, this guy is a big guy dekat Universal lah. So dia tanya dengan seorang lagi kat Warner. So dia tanya, okay, whatever it is, don't share this with any other people.
Okay.
If anything, we'll call you. So kita balik rumah macam balik rumah dekat satu hilang. Kita rasa macam, nak jadi artis kan. Berangan, tengok kipas bersih-bersih kan. Best je jadi artis kan.
Okay.
Lepas tu like, I think kita sampai pukul 5 balik rumah tu. Pukul 7 ada phone call.
Okay.
Then dia kata, okay, you can come tomorrow and sign the contract.
Oh.
Macam tu. Itu rezeki lah orang cakap kan. Itu yang, that's why I cakap, kalau kita nak cakap pasal kita punya plan, did we have this master plan? It's all made of short term plans actually.
Okay.
Or mid term plans.
Okay.
So jadi dia, sometimes kita tengok, a natural progression daripada ada studio nak ada label. Lepas ada label, tak best lah buat video orang lain buat, kita buat sendirilah. So buka production house nak buat music video.
Okay.
Dia tengok music video kurang lah, kena buat visual effects sikit. Buka lah buat basically visual effects department. Benda macam tu lah, it was organic growth along the way.
Alright.
But I think I nampak looking back apa yang berlaku for the past 29 years, we always need to reinvent ourselves.
Betul.
Every 5 years kena tukar direction kita. So and at first masa kita buat pun kita fikir, because kita tengok there are a lot of horror stories about our established artists kan. Towards the end of the career, orang dah lupa and orang tak sayang, dan susah nak get income, sakit pun kena minta orang tolong kan. So jadi I cakap from day one, I cakap okay, we got to turn this into a business. So that's why we name everything, kata especially company, name it KRU as per our group.
Okay.
So it was a brand building process along the way. So we branded ourselves KRU, and then everything that we did was semua jadi KRU Music, KRU Studios, KRU Academy, KRU Media. So everything is all around the brand. And so now it's easier for us lah, because for 29 years we've been doing it. And then even though Yusri and Adrian have technically moved on from performing, sama dengan saya lah, saya pun tak perform. But sekarang ni budak-budak I tengok, dia orang tengok pasal kita buat animation kan. Dia dengar logo kat depan tu, dia orang kenal KRU tu macam dia tengok Warner Brothers, Warner Disney tau. Dia tak tahu pun yang KRU ni asal-asal ni kumpulan rap pun. Itu cerita dia.
Okay.
So that's the thing lah. I think whatever is whatever you do in your career, there will always be opportunities, and just you got to grab the right ones. Then of course you'll make mistakes. Not all the opportunities you ambil or things that you do will all turn out to be good. Tapi kita boleh belajar from that.
We have to make mistakes.
From the mistakes.
Yeah.
To learn,
So dia dah ada satu topik baru guys. Sebab whenever like masa Dato cakap pasal okay, KRU Music, KRU Academy and yada-yada semua KRU semua kan. So dia menarik Naim untuk cerita tentang, kita katakan self-branding of an artist itself. I mean, adakah sebenarnya di fasa sekarang ni, I mean like we are already on 21st century still kan. So I mean like macam adakah penting untuk one person or like macam okay, entertainer ke apa ke, should have their very own, kita katakan self-branding. I mean how they put themselves in the industry.
I think artists these days sekarang ni, kalau you tak ada social media, you're not in the game lah.
Okay.
So it's part of your personal branding, because whatever you do on your social media is to promote yourself, your music, who you are, your brand promise, what your fans would actually, why they would like to follow you is because of who you are.
Okay.
So jadi label can only do so much. There's only certain things that labels can do, but it's the personalized touch yang daripada artis ni, yang the way they position themselves, how they portray themselves on social media, how they interact. Like this, for example, they see you, and tapi the thing is, that's part and parcel of your branding as well.
Okay.
So as an entertainer, you need to be able to entertain. So jadi this is the thing, and I think dari segi branding now, even I think artists need to master even certain things yang beyond the basic skills, like editing lah, video punya filming and stuff like that. You cannot depend on people a lot. Kadang-kadang there's a moment that you need to capture and you need to
on your own.
So jadi it's tougher to be an artist now. Tapi itulah sekarang punya artis. Tapi dulu artis mana gerti social media?
Okay.
that's why the challenges were different. See, the same goes with the opportunities. Sama juga dengan the artists in the new generation. There's tremendous opportunities. You can become a global artist. Now these days, if you get the right song with the right strategy on social media, you can get recognized. So this is, I believe that the opportunities yang ada sekarang ni is actually quite tremendous. So you can become a global artist if you know how to play your cards right.
Yeah.
So jadi branding, coming back to branding, and that's exactly what we're trying to talk about here. If you're targeting in Malaysia, Indonesia, yes, you can do your content mainly in bahasa. Tapi if you have international ambitions, you need to actually build that kind of profile that basically you can engage with your audience outside of Malaysia, especially your communications lah. Especially in English. Even there's a lot of Malaysian artists, a few lah, have made it very big in China. You know, so because they can converse in Mandarin. So jadi dia nampak orang boleh cakap Mandarin, and you pun exotic kan, tengok macam you pun masuk lah, you pun macam tu juga kan. Kalau you cakap boleh cakap Mandarin kan, mesti meletup kat China.
So macam I guess again, I really want to know like macam along the way masa in the KRU before, have KRU ever like tiba-tiba macam not try to came up with something yang macam out of the box ataupun like macam avant-garde gila, and macam have you guys ever tergelincir from you guys
banyak kali, both in music and films, and even in other businesses as well.
Okay, what is like the craziest things yang macam rasa macam okay, benda boleh buat ni macam yang KRU pernah nak buat dulu, and rasanya benda tu macam bila to think back macam this is not us macam tu. What is it actually?
Well, every year you progress kan. So kadang-kadang I tengok macam all the album cover yang dulu-dulu kata ni aku ni macam ni. Okay. Macam koyo je kan. Tapi the truth is that masa kita I can relate to one experience, is when we did, the expectation was very high. Like every time we release an album, in terms of sales, because time tu memang ikut depend on our cassette and CD sales, you see. So jadi we always wanted to challenge ourselves. Kita tak boleh bagi apa yang kita dah bagi tahu sudah. Every year is macam every season is a new, macam bola lah juga kan. Every season you kena keep on improving. Kalau last year you win 3 trophies, doesn't matter anymore the next year, So the same kind of feeling that we had when we releasing albums. So jadi kita sampai satu tahap yang mana kita cakap apa lagi nak buat sampai to that point kata can we try that kita become virtual artist. You bayangkan nak jadi virtual artist dan tu social media tak almost non-existent. Okay. So that was the project called Taiko. Okay. So jadi kita namakan group tu Taiko, and with the intent that basically turn us to be video game characters. 3 orang jadi video game characters, and promote the songs without actually depending on the brand KRU. That was a challenge lah. Jadi kita buat, tengok slownya album sales. We wanted the music to sell kan. Cakap main lah, Hits FM main, Era main, semua sekali. They play the music, but they mention the group Taiko, and it's all tak ada album cover pun gambar kartun tau, gambar 3D character tau. The video pun character animation. So jadi pada time tu tak ada YouTube pun. So it's all dependent on like macam TV station to play. Semua jadi orang tak kenal that brand, you see. So jadi it was hard, and then cakap alah, ni tak boleh buat apa ni kan. Kena lah kot surface after 2 months actually Taiko is us. So dia beli tapi it was a bit challenging also because we tried to experiment with new kinds of music also. Jadi at that point of time kita cakap takkan nak buat ulala forever, takkan nak buat lagu apa saja forever, mengerti awas dan segala. So we have to do new things kan. Jadi that was an experiment. I don't think it worked out too well. But the hardcore KRU fans suka lah. Because they like the product. Tapi the mainstream mass market Malaysians, dia cakap apa benda KRU try buat ni kan. Dia cakap it's a bit too deep lah kan.
Art berat.
Art berat. Now it's on digital, and basically people put on your songs on your own playlist, So jadi di situ di mana then people can explore more rather than the basic standard formula of how to actually when you going to pitch your chorus, verse nak lebih 8 bar, post chorus macam mana. You ada structure tau. The songs cannot be more than 3 minutes. No, I buat masa lagu dulu I buat sampai 6 minit baru tau. Radio main tau, number 1 lagi. 6 minit tau. Itu zaman dulu. Lagu Janji Tinggal Janji, you dengar balik. The first version of Janji Tinggal Janji was 6 minutes long. And the thing is, masa kita buat, time tu kita record je. It was all a cappella.
Okay.
Masuk vocal. Panjang ni lagu dia.
Habis kan. 6 minit.
Habis, number 1 bro. 6 months lagi. 6 bulan number 1. Time tu memang tak banyak competition lah. Boleh lah kan. Memang gila kan. Tapi radio main pula tu. Kalau ingat sekarang dia potong lah.
Potong,
Hampir 3 minit potong kan.
Betul. So like macam is there any like current newcomers or I mean like macam young artist ataupun kita katakan artis baru-baru sekarang yang Datuk sedang maybe look up for ke ataupun yang mungkin you might be listening to their song ke apa sekarang? Ada any new artist yang Datuk tengah?
Tak ada lah, it's a variety lah.
Yeah.
I mean there's no one specific artist.
Okay.
Then kita tengok juga. Yelah, because the thing is everybody macam sekarang ni the younger artists, the new generation of artists, they tend to be a bit more aggressive lah in terms of their style of music, even their performance. Jadi honestly, I follow like from hip hop to normal pop and like BBNU and stuff like that. I dengar semua tu.
Okay.
And then but to be honest, nak katakan satu spesifik tak ada. But I at one time I was like listening a lot K-Clip punya music.
Okay.
At one time, but sekarang tak ada lah sangat. Tapi I'm always on the lookout lah for any new artists yang coming up with new songs. It's interesting lah because I think Malaysian artists is unfair to say even the film producers are not giving quality. It's unfair. I don't think so. I think the standard the bar has raised.
Yeah.
Then the thing is saya rasa macam in the films also I think nak kata semua buat cliche movies and stuff like that with the same ending is not true. And then same goes with music. I think the radio networks also need to open up rather than looking at just berapa IG followers you berapa YouTube views you, tak boleh. The thing is you got to actually have a little bit of okay lah, fine, 80% of the music nak tengok artis yang ada banyak followers, fine, okay, but give the chance of that 20% that memang dia masih baru tau. For you to get the attention you need the mainstream punya push.
Yeah.
So I nampak banyak artis yang honestly I dengar radio, some of these songs basically bagus lah, indie style kan. I cakap okay, kind of catchy and stuff like that. Tapi again kita tak macam dia boleh sustain tau. Kadang-kadang satu single dia diam dah. Jadi macam mana? I mean it's actually most likely maybe lah this artist dia tak ada infrastructure of a label to support them with a proper plan. Okay, this is actually your first single, your second, third, fourth, whatever kan. So okay, you do your collaboration here, you do this, you do your podcast, jadi this is the kind of thing that labels will support. Jadi kalau independent artist, kalau orang cakap lah, artis ni sekarang ni masuk kat YouTube dah okay dah jadi artis lah. I don't think so. I think that's always the role of your publicist, your label, your infrastructure. These are the things that artists themselves probably wouldn't do. To actually, you can come to do this, but the thing is, nama ni nak kata, okay, nak belilah kamera ni, nak pasang lah sosial semua juga. Okay lah, baiklah seorang lain je buat kan. So the truth is that I think that the standard of our artists, the quality that we have now, the music, the film is better actually. It's better. Kalau you tengok the 90s, you tengok the 2000s, even the 2010 onwards, you can see the progression. But unfortunately with COVID, banyak benda yang would stop that kind of progress. So we have to rebuild it again. So that is the challenge now lah. How do we rebuild back the industry? Because the box office, I'm sure will suffer. Will continue to suffer for the next at least 1 year or 18 months, So jadi we got to be realistic about the prospects that we can get if we were to actually release back again. But I think the skill sets have improved. The level of quality from the artist, level of songs, macam-macam lah. Benda ni kalau kita nak put down kita ni Malaysia je. And to be honest with you, I cakap kalau macam tu you tak payahlah I don't need your support lah. If you kata kalau look down on Malaysia just because we are Malaysian content, tak payah, tak dengar lah. You pergi dengar lagu-lagu lain. Dengar lah whatever pop music kat luar kan. I cakap, but I think to say that kita tak ada standard, I don't think so.
I am pretty much relieved to hear this statement from Dato' Norman himself. Sebab tu actually betul-betul somehow gives like us as like those 20% kan, like a glimpse of hope yang di mana sebenarnya everyone can make it kan.
Yes,
Everyone
I
can
agree.
make it.
Now it's easier because
Ah.
sekarang ni even we scout for artist, tengok Instagram je. Tengok budak ni rajin Instagram followers ramai sikit kan.
Ah.
Tengok dia nyanyi
Ah.
okay, boleh reach out DM je kan dia kan.
Ah.
Boleh tak hantar demo kau?
Ah.
Kan. Dia tengok nyanyi kat WhatsApp. Okay, bagi korang sikit, bagi semua. Okay, boleh datang ke office tak? Kan, dia tengok macam mana. Tapi the thing is we just don't know. Because sometimes rezeki ni kadang-kadang kita tak tahu, kita push so hard and do so much, still tak jadi juga. Tapi kadang-kadang kita buat main-main tu yang jadi.
Betul?
Serius.
Betul.
So jadi kadang-kadang cannot terlampau overthink. Bila kreatif ni, kalau you overthink, what if kalau I buat macam ni orang ni tak suka, buat macam ni orang tak suka, then you try to do that formula, then that's the problem, that's where the problem is.
Okay.
Kena langgar je.
Ya, faham.
Tapi janganlah buat 6 minit.
I had this one talk with like Malik from Too Fat before. He told me that macam, bro, you gotta love your label, man. Whatever it is, you gotta love your label, trust your label. So is it like very essential for one artist should put their love on the labels and also their trust, like macam, okay, you gotta trust your label betul. So adakah itu penting ataupun sebenarnya? Okay.
Kau belum habis cakap, aku dah cakap yes kan?
Yes, nampak? From a record label owner himself.
Because it's a teamwork.
Okay.
Because the thing is, without the label and the team, and labels also need to treat artists like partners.
Betul.
Okay, you tak boleh nak katakan, okay lah, I taiko, I keluar duit, yang you kena duduk, you kena nyanyi, you ikut apa yang cakap. Tak boleh.
Boleh? Boleh tak boleh?
Tak boleh. Zaman tu dah lalu dah.
Okay.
Kan? Kita tengok, treat our artists like they are equal partners. And how do we actually, groom your career, and how do we actually, in your best interest, to make sure that you can sustain your career and also even transform into a brand.
Okay.
Because I think that is very important as well. Because how do you actually generate new income in the future when you're probably no longer active as a singer? Right? Jadi macam mana, how do you create brands or products that you can buat? So we are doing that now. So we're looking at opportunities about how do we actually use the artist brand and transform that into, katalah we have one particular artist, Dian Hashim, very new. And then,
I knew her.
Oh, you kenal dia?
Dia from UiTM juga tu.
Oh yeah.
Music student.
Music student. She's very talented. She's coming out with a new single as well.
Yeah.
So tapi apa kita nak buat? Okay, I nampak dia dia pakai tudung semua kan. Okay, then I think we should come out with a fashion line for her, especially hijab and stuff like that. So the thing is, these are the things that we need to eventually start to sell dia punya brand as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for 29 years lah kan, like we all knew like macam benda tu adalah satu benda yang kita kata macam, next year dah 30 tahun
Next
dah.
year will be 30th year. But again lah, technically KRU as a band, we dissolve it. Okay, purposely because we don't want to be linked or associated as individuals now. We don't want to be associated to a band because it's turned into a brand already. So, and it's a company name, and we thought that okay lah, since we're not going to be active in singing anymore, and we decided to do a farewell concert kat Istana Budaya. So cakap tak apalah, kita just alang-alang. Actually I didn't want to,
Okay.
I mean I had very strong feelings against, but I know we have to move on. Tu cerita je, because Adri already cakap aku nak pergi Manchester lepas ni. I'm going to live there for my kids and stuff like that, nak for their education semua sekali. And I cakap okay, then it's time to let go lah kan. So bila it was decided that okay lah, because when we launched the concert, it was supposed to be our so-called technically 25th anniversary as a band.
Okay.
But it went into our 26th year, very close to the 26th year. Tapi kita cakap tak apalah, kita maintain 25 lah, KRU 25. Tu kita nama sebagai KRU 25 as a 25th anniversary. But when we launched it, we never planned there's going to be our farewell concert.
Okay.
Tak ada. It was only about few months before the May decision. So it was like macam near towards February. And then at the same time, basically February, March, kita cakap dekat ini, kita stop our ticket sales because we strategize juga how to only sell the last month balik kan. So kita cakap that's when we decided to announce that okay, after this we're going to disband. So a lot of people didn't expect that at all.
Okay.
Because dia cakap KRU is supposed to be forever. Patut sampai kau mati kot, dia kata. Adik-beradik kot. But it's not because of any issue, It's not because of our brotherhood ke apa ke, tak ada kena-mena. It's all because that we feel that it's the right thing to do.
Okay.
Because we want the fans to remember us how we actually finished the last concert. The performance and stuff like that. Okay lah, we've gone through many challenges, stuff like that. And for the fans to cherish that moment, we recorded the thing. So jadi kita masuk, kita buat jadi macam masuk Astro First lah, masuk semua. Jadi it's still there. It's gonna be forever be there.
Forever lah.
It's actually jadi immortalized that way.
Mm.
So kalau atas lah besok kan dalam umur 60 tahun, awas. Jadi ke tepi kan kasi sedar kembali dah tua-tua kan. Dah tak kena dah. Kita minta rap ada rap. So jadi so the thing is, you know, our music KRU ni must have energy. Kita tak boleh duduk sampai nak buat unplug. It's not the kind of music, you know. It's the kind of music that you need to dance. You need to do a lot of gimmicks and stuff like that. Because it doesn't work with just sitting down and playing guitars, you know. So jadi if you're a rock artist tak apa. If you're a pop artist pun tak apa. You know. And the thing is you can go on. The thing is even look at Dato Jamal Bila and stuff like that kan. So tapi kita cakap takkanlah kot. I think takkan kita nak buat by the time we hit 30, well, kalau 30th anniversary not so bad lagi. Kalau katalah 40th anniversary. You bayangkan berapa umur kita bang?
Ya tu.
You pun geli kat tengok kau nari. Juga alamak ya.
Dah interview dah.
Tak payahlah bang, tak payahlah bang. Kan? Kata kan. Kita belum cakap lagi kalau vokal lah karat. Pasal kita tak praktis macam you. You basically you're in the game, okay? So macam main bola juga. You always train, you always perform. Kita buat konsert tu dah lama tak buat show tau.
After for so long.
Yes. Our last public concert that we actually performed more than 40 or 45 minutes. It was back in 2006.
La ilaha illallah.
So 2006 was the last time, because after that we were not going to perform any more shows because we were doing a lot of dinner shows. But we decided that bila kita buat dinner show, we have again lah kena please the crowd lah. Sampai kita duduk belakang, we did a lot of cover songs kan. Pasal nak entertain corporate crowd, terpaksa lah nyanyi lagu oldies. Kan cakap apa kita buat ni semua kan. Kita rasa macam dah ni bukan KRU lagi dah tau. Things we start singing all these oldies songs and just to again get the older audience to appreciate our performance on stage. Jadi kat situ kita cakap okay stop buat show. Tapi we continue recording. Kita buat studio work je. Kita nyanyi pun buat collaboration dengan Mawi lah, buat dengan Stacy lah, buat juga our studio album semua sekali. Kita buat semua tu. Tapi there was some katalah kita ada buat anniversary concert pun ada juga. Tapi kita nyanyi 3 lagu je. Dia bukan sampai 1.5 hours, you know. So it was a bit of a challenge, quite honestly, the last concert. Because kita dah lama tak perform. Then to build up the stamina and stuff like that, and to perform for technically 2 hours lah. Because it's actually heavy choreography. And again lah to maintain lah, you tahu lah nyanyi dia macam nak menyanyi saja lagu pop, bukan nak kata apa kan, but you don't really need to move too much. But when you perform the kind of, you know, very high energy songs, and then you choreograph, you dance together with your dancers, stuff that you kena maintain your vocals. And then at the same time, nasib baik lah kita orang bertiga, kita pecah-pecah tau. So kita ada time kita nak bernafas. So dia okay, go. Time ni okay aku nafas ni. So but again lah, coming back to that last concert, kita sekarang start to upload on our YouTube single song by song. And again lah, that's how I think we want our fans to remember us lah. Cukup kat situ. And then but the KRU brand will continue. It will be our 29th year this year as a company, because that's how we started. We started immediately sebagai sign dengan EMI. We formed our first company called KRU Productions. It was an enterprise, bukan even Sedang Berhad pun. So technically we are celebrating KRU Productions lah. But KRU Productions don't exist anymore because then after we transfer into Sedang Berhad, so tak ada dah KRU Productions. But that's the history of KRU. So now you know macam mana nama tu came about and how the journey stuff like that. So I hope, you know, by sharing this, I hope it will inspire others as well. I'm not saying that we're the best and we're the greatest atau tak ada, but it's just the whatever challenges that you face. Kadang-kadang you ingatkan macam senang je orang ni kan. Number one je nak kan. Nanti orang rasa macam best je. Padahal you tak tahu all the hardship they have to go through, you see.
They just see the tip of the iceberg.
You know, jadi jangan rasa frust lah. Because sometimes because you can overcome, because for example, I kena ulas sikit lah. First one, orang banyak tengok rivalry between KRU and For2C when we first started. And dulu memang orang tak cakap bro. Lalu jalan je sendiri. Dua je jalan. budak-budak
Ada
kan.
beef lu kan.
Budak-budak
you see
jadi,
kan?
pasal kan rapper kan dia mesti nak bergaduh
Ada
kan.
kan.
Mesti ada lah this kan semua sekali.
Ah.
So the thing is, the first album kita kalah kau-kaunya. Pasal for itu ada lagu Fiona. Kita kalah. Alamak. Kita tak nyanyi lah. So jadi bila kita nampak okay, formula Malaysia ni suka dia nyanyi juga kan. And then kita pasal kita kena band tau. First album kita band by RTM. So dia cakap okay lah, kena nyanyi juga sikit lah. So that's why we came up with the song Mengerti. Tapi part Mengerti tu, in case you discover that song somewhere mana-mana, there will be one version memang time rap tu ada 12 bar tau. Kita remove that one, totally ada beat je. Dia macam
Tiba ada
pasal kat radio kita tak cut that part. Dia ada music beat je.
Okay.
Vocal tak ada.
All the way.
Tak ada. That part yang 12 bar tu pasal kita remove the rap.
Okay.
So that RTM will play. Serius bro.
Okay.
So that aku tak tahulah, mungkin kalau kita masuk ke tak masuk ke kena ban ke tidak, tapi we had a very sour experience. The first album, only 9 songs out of 10 songs got banned. So jadi macam mana nak promote kan? Jadi kita cakap okay lah, macam tu lah kita nak lawan, nak challenge for it to see kan. Alhamdulillah berjaya lah kat situ. Lepas tu dah lama-lama dia memang AC pun jadi member baik. Itu cerita dia. Tapi itulah budak-budak lah gaduh-gaduh ni. Tak gaduh pun, tak pernah gaduh pun. It's just that kita chose to move separate ways lah. Tapi kadang-kadang bengang juga. Pasal apa tau? Kita orang bertiga. Tapi kita ada dancers 4 orang tau. Masuk mana pergi pun 7 orang.
Okay.
Dan kata, for you to see.
Alamak, hati. Salah, bukan.
Aduh, itulah cara kita punya cerita-cerita kan. Tapi tu tak macam even kadang-kadang yelah, bila diorang ni suka tengok orang. Pasal I certain time dah memang kurang keluar TV tau. Banyak Yusri, Edri kan. They always confuse me with Edri. Dulu masa I baru semua, orang panggil Edri tu Norman. Itu tak apa sangat lah. It's better than being called for you to see lah. Isi jangan marah Isi, sebenarnya aku kurang je lah.
Okay, so again kita dah ucapkan juga. Okay, thank you so much Dato for the insights and also for the story. And yeah, we've learned a lot, especially for kita orang kat sini sebab we're trying to do our very best in this industry, and to have this kind of talks with like such person kan, and also satu benda kita kata macam some sort of masterclass lah macam ni biasa. So really thank you so much
thank you for having me.
Joining this show called What Do You Semua.
I rasa macam you je malam ni.
Yeah. You should. This is your night. So this is our night, but your night. So again, wish you just like a very happy life. And also through success pada masa-masa akan datang juga. And also stay safe. And thank you so much everyone for tuning in. And kita jumpa lagi pada episod akan datang. So stay tuned and stay safe. And jangan lupa jaga SOP, jaga jarak. And kekalkan keremajaan anda di dalam diri sendiri. Sebab tak ada siapa perlu tahu. Tapi biar kita sendiri yang rasa. Assalamualaikum.